Welcome to episode 4 of Gonzo and Friends. There's no Gonzo today, so we got his protege filling in. Young Anthony. So, all right. So today we'll be doing a game preview of Game 3 of the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics, and today's gonna be a great game. Series switches to Dallas. Just just I know American Airlines Center is gonna be lit tonight. The fans are gonna show up. This first finals game for the Dallas Mavericks in the American Airlines Center since 2011, 13 years ago. And in fact, on this day, 13 years ago, the Dallas Mavericks won their first NBA title. Dirk Nowitzki with the Finals MVP. Hopefully, Luka can channel some Dirk today. Hopefully, just the entire Mavs team can channel some Dirk today, and maybe we can finally start hitting our free throws. Uh, you know, uh, I'm just praying. I'm praying for a great game tonight. Uh, you know, I really hope everybody's on their A game tonight. PJ Washington's been playing great. Just would like to see him hit some shots. Kyrie Irving, I know he's been guarded by their best defender, Drew Holiday, but if we can get some switches onto maybe a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown kind of guy, I feel like Kyrie can hopefully attack the rim better. And, get some points, get some more assists. I would just like to see more from our role players in general. What I've been seeing all these past few games, they're just this isn't the Dallas Mavericks team that I watched. I know Boston's doing a great job of limiting all the alley oops and all of they're playing great defense. Their schemes and stuff. But I just hopefully Jason Kidd can just attack their weaknesses. We've had 2 games to adjust to this, and so hopefully he's giving the team a pep talk. And finally realize what we can do. Today's a must-win game for the Dallas Mavericks. Going down 0-3 would just obviously not be ideal. No teams ever came back down from 0-3. And this would just really be the nail in the coffin if Boston somehow pulls off this win. But I'm feeling very confident. Kristaps Porzingis is questionable for tonight's game with a torn with the torn medial retinaculum, which allowed for the dislocation of the tibialis tendon. So uh, hopefully quick recovery. But I pray that I just hopefully he has time to recover so he doesn't play in tonight's game. I feel like without Kristaps Porzingis, Boston just they don't have that rim protection no more. I feel like he's a very key part in their defense. He's also a very 3-point threat. Throughout all last game, we saw it in the first game. We saw he had 11 points in that first quarter, went off for like 20 something in that first full game. So and then he wasn't as effective in that game too. But definitely his blocking. He had that one big block on Maxi Kleber. Just he's a great rim protector. Just in a 3-point threat that we need to watch out for. So I know his absence will be felt tonight if he doesn't make the game, and so I pray that the Dallas pulls out this win. This is a very big game. Me and my pops. Gonzo. Right now he's taking a nap right now, so hopefully he's rejuvenated for this game that we're about to go to, and so yeah. We'll touch back on that Kristaps Porzingis injury. Hold on, give me a second. I need to check my notes really quick. Yeah, he has a torn medial retinaculum, which allowed for the dislocation of the posterior tibialis tendon. So, just check my notes really quick. And that's just something very big that we needed to touch up on in today's episode of Gonzo and Friends. And so, we'll also talk about those Luka Doncic. He has a thoracic contusion in his chest area. Just got done watching a Brian Sutter, Dr. Brian Sutter video on YouTube not too long ago, and he was talking about how it could possibly be a rib injury, and he's taking Luka Doncic is taking painkillers for that. Excuse me, uh, taking painkillers for that, so hopefully the pain is something that's bothering Luka. I know Luka's really been the only one showing up these last 2 games for Dallas. It's been very disappointing as a diehard Dallas Mavericks fan since December 28th, 2006. Um, just been very, very disappointing to watch this team. This is not the team that I watched all season long. This team's come a long way from start of the season, from last season, taking those last 2 games to get a better draft pick, which ended up turning into Derek Lively. And we'll just give a big shout out to Derek Lively. Ever since that first game in San Antonio in October, that primetime game against Victor Wembanyama, Derek Lively's impact was just noticeable. We could see from the start he passed that eye test no matter what his college stats were saying. Only playing a few games in at Duke. Only not playing many games. I believe Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he has more playoff games played than games played at Duke, which is just crazy to think. But yeah, Derek Lively, just a great young man, very mature young man. I wanna just send my condolences to him. I send my prayers. I hope that he's doing well. Lost his mother not too long ago, and the fact that he's still out here showing up and just giving his best every single night, going out there on the court. It's just very admirable. And I really appreciate Derek Lively and all he does for this team. And also from the beginning of the season, we just had a few players that aren't on the team no more. Grant Williams, Seth Curry, those guys. Let's talk about Grant Williams for a sec. We'll probably give a big prayer to Grant Williams. The two teams that got rid of him, they're now in the NBA Finals. So played for the Boston Celtics last season, was on the Dallas Mavericks this season. Now he's on the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornet. Why did I say it like that? The Charlotte Hornets. And now look at him. Now the two teams that he's played for are now in the NBA Finals. It must suck to be Grant Williams right now. And and Seth Curry. I just want to know how Seth Curry's feeling. This has been like, I believe his third or fourth time now in the Dallas Mavericks, and has been traded for the third or fourth time, which is just kind of crazy to say. I want to give a big shout out to Seth Curry for always coming back and showing that love to Dallas. We still love you here, Seth Curry. No matter what that front office says, the fans, we love you. Oh, I'm not sure about your brother though. Yeah, so just his team is very improved a lot. Especially with the offseason pickups in Derek Jones Jr. I know these last two finals games, like I said, none of the role players are showing up, and now there's Derek Jones, and so I hope that Derek Jones could show up tonight. He had a few good drives last game in game two. Just good glimpses of what I would like to see more from of him, but I would like to just like him to hit his threes. I feel like we're a team that lives by the three, but because we live by the three, we're also gonna die by the three. So I hope that Derek Jones cannot airball another three this game. But I feel like the fans and I feel like it's just a great opportunity to be back in home. I feel like this is just something that they will cherish. This is a must-win game, so I know that the Dallas Mavericks will take a good responsibility. They'll show up tonight. I'm very confident in my team. I feel a part of the team. Since I've been supporting for so long, I feel like I am one of them. I feel like I should get a championship ring in what is that, like a week? Yeah, whenever we win 4 straight. And so yeah, I just hope that everybody shows up tonight. Tonight's gonna be a great night for the city of Dallas. First first finals game. So my pops has a song. I want y'all guys to go check that out. What's the name of the song, pops? Get them buckets. So I hope that just the city of Dallas can show my pops some love. Show the Dallas Mavericks some love. I pray that the Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic continues to show up. Hope he cleans up some things. Was talking to this somewhat wise man, talking about 8 turnovers from Luka Doncic. So just unacceptable. I can recognize that. I realize that Luka Doncic, that's just not acceptable. Luka, you got to clean up that act. And the defense. I understand. You're a great and very involved on the offensive side. But I feel like you shouldn't just necessarily be a cone on the defensive side. I believe it was at the end of the second quarter, one of the final possessions for the Boston Celtics. Just great. Not only was it just great ball movement, it could have easily been prevented had Luka played just a little better defense. I understand, Luka, the team is on your back right now, and just 30-point triple double and stuff. But come on, I would just like to see a little bit more effort from you, on the defensive side. Because it's the NBA Finals, and so I know you're taking those painkillers. I know you're dealing with all of these injuries in your back and your knees and both your legs. But just come on, man. It's the NBA Finals. Come on, fight through it. Only one more week. Only 4 more wins. So he got beat off the dribble by Jaylen Brown first. Then just kind of decided to stay there. And while the ball was moving around, and Kyrie Irving had to push him to go contest Jason Tatum, then gets beat off the dribble again by Jason Tatum. And then Jason Tatum kicks it out to Drew Holiday for a wide open 3. And that's another topic I want to touch on. Just the Boston Celtics role players, man. They've just been like crazy. They've shown up. First we had Kristaps Porzingis with game 1. This kind of fraudulent game. Very upset at Kristaps Porzingis. because I remember not too long ago he openly admitted to quitting on the Dallas Mavericks during our playoff runs, which I thought was completely unacceptable. Just to quit on your team, just gives me PTSD from Rajon Rondo. I was just a young man having to deal with the Rondos, so just bad trauma in my head. Yeah, just very upset with Kristaps Porzingis, to just come back and do that to us after all we did for him. And then last game was Drew Holiday. I understand he's one of the best defenders in the world, starting point guard. But come on, man, like when are these fluke games gonna stop? What's next? The Al Horford game? You're gonna go 7 for 13 from three tonight? Like, come on, it's like we're really facing the Avengers. So and I just want to let it be known, although I'm a Dallas fan and obviously I want us to win, this is we're the underdogs here, all right? Don't get it twisted. So the Boston Celtics are a 64-win team. They were the number one seed in the East. Didn't face nobody really challenging to get here. I believe they faced who they even faced in the first round. I don't even remember. They faced the Cavs in the second round. Just injury riddled team, and then they faced the Pacers, swept the Pacers. Just they've had it easy. They've had an easy road to the finals, and the Mavericks had it tough. Fifth seed, going against the Clippers in the first round, beat them 4-2. Going against the number one seed Thunder, beat them 4-2. And then going against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who just beat the reigning and defending NBA champions Denver Nuggets, the series prior in a Game 7. We gentlemen swept them. So, I feel like the Dallas Mavericks have gone through much more adversity. So I feel like this 2-0 lead is just something that we could easily capitalize off of, just come back from. This is before I was born, but I remember just my pops telling me stories about this and just doing my own research. In the 2006 NBA Finals, the Miami Heat versus the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks got off to a 2-0 lead, and so we obviously know how that series ended. Just hopefully we can avenge that 2006 series. And the last time a team was down 2-0, guys, in the finals was the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Phoenix Suns, and that was a European star going against an American fraud. So, of course, I'm talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo going against that Devin Booker guy. Just absolutely I respect him, but man, oh man, do I not like him. That guy's just unbearable. I think that'll wrap up the episode. I've been recording. Oh, I've been talking for almost 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes now. And so, I just want to give a big shout out to all my fans out there. Want to give a big shout out to my mom, made me the man who I am today. Big shout out to my pops, the original Gonzo. And I want to give a big shout out to my girlfriend. Just three of the biggest people in my life right there. And so I'll be there tonight in the American Airlines Center. I'll hopefully I know, Mark Cuban, you're not the main majority owner no more, but just come on, we gotta fix this, man. Pricing out the real fans. I remember I went to a playoff game almost, I believe, 10 years ago. It was the Dallas Mavericks versus the San Antonio Spurs. I believe it was Game 3, Game 4. Vince Carter hit a game-winning three. I was there with my pops. I vividly remember that day like it was yesterday. And so Vince Carter hit a game-winner three, and just the pop, the crowd pop from that game was just mesmerizing. And so that was whenever the Dallas Mavericks fans were at their peak, whenever just real fans were able to get in, whenever everybody was wearing the shirts. And now, fast forward 10 years later, we have the best player in the world in Luka Doncic, and the fans aren't showing up. And so I pray that they'll show up tonight. This is the big game, first finals game in 13 years. And so, yeah, that'll wrap up today's episode. Just everybody, if you're going to the game today, just show out, please. Wear the shirt, just cheer as loud as you can. I don't care if you have work tomorrow. Just come on, y'all. Just need to show out. Come on, this is big. This is big. We cannot go down 0-3 to the Boston Celtics. Also, rip Jerry West, rip Bill Walton. Rest in peace to those two NBA legends. And so, yeah, go Mavs.